Hello, welcome to English 3, Unit 8, Part 1 with Professor Neil and his Tie Young-hee.
Hello, dear Young-hee. Hi.
Hi Young-hee, what did you do today?
Today? I went to Miryang.
What did you do in Miryang? What did you see? What was there to see in Miryang?
There is the small reservoir called Wiangmot, and they had a very small local festival.
What did you do there?
I watched the performers playing music.
Wow.
And then there was a small display of artist paintings, and there are dancers dancing, and some people recited their own poems they wrote, and the people were outing to see beautiful spring flowers and plants.
Okay, well, that was not the answer I expected. That was very long and detailed and very good information on places.
I enjoyed.
Places to go and things to do there. Places to go and places to... Oh, what's that I saw?
Yeah, that's what I saw in Miryang.
Whoa. So let's warm up with talking about places to go. Not in Miryang, but in London, for our example. There we are in London. So, what's the famous tower there? Or clock? What's the famous clock in London, Young-hee?
I know that. Big Ben.
Big Ben, yes.
I want to go there and to see.
Yeah, what is there to do in London?
Sightseeing?
Yeah, there are sights to see. You can go sightseeing. Sightseeing's good. So if you go to London, people love to go to London for sightseeing. And when they're there, what sights can they see?
Big Ben.
Big Ben.
And Parliament.
Parliament.
And
Houses of Parliament. This is called Houses of Parliament.
Westminster.
That is Westminster there. Yes.
And London Eye.
London Eye.
This is Tower Bridge.
Tower Bridge. Yes, is a sight to see in London. So you could also say, where is there to go in London? So you can say you can go to Tower Bridge.
You go to Tower Bridge.
Yeah, so
I want to go to Tower Bridge.
If you're in London, you go to Tower Bridge. If you're in Korea or Busan, you go to Miryang.
Professor Neil, are you from London?
Not from London. I'm from Portsmouth, but I lived and worked in London for many years before coming to Korea, and I used to ride a bicycle across Tower Bridge to go to work over there in those buildings.
Ooh.
Well, not those buildings, they're quite new, but the old buildings behind that.
Professor Neil, what did you do in London?
I worked in IT.
Ooh, you were a computer expert.
I was dynamiting the computers. Oh, let's not go on about the dynamite thing. And yes, I enjoyed living and working in London. It has a real buzz to it. And do I miss it? Yes, there were nice places like this.
Ooh, what is that?
This is Hyde Park. Oh, there we go. Alright, this is Hyde Park. London has many great parks with their deck chairs.
People hide and seek.
People can play hide and seek. And thanks to climate change, London has beautiful sunny weather for many days of the year now.
They look beautiful. Miryang was very beautiful like that.
Yeah, and so people go places to see sights. Or they go to Las Vegas. What is there to do in Las Vegas?
Ooh, Las Vegas is famous for the show and the gambling.
Yes, the shows.
Casino.
Go to the casino to play the games. Right, win some money, blazing sevens.
Money is good.
Look at that, you can win $12,000 on this machine, $1,000 on this machine. You can also lose a lot of money too. Pay attention to that. We're not telling you to go there and gamble because you'll probably lose. But let's be positive, you'll win. But if you're not going to win, casinos tend to give you free food.
I didn't know that. I never been to
Yeah,
casino.
they give you free food and free drink, and they don't want you to leave until all your money is gone. But they will give you free food, and there's food to eat, such as
pizza,
Pizza.
hamburger, French fries, garlic. No.
Oh, and a sandwich. There's a sandwich there. Looks nice. But yes, there's always food to eat somewhere. But what about Busan? What is there to do in Busan?
Busan has lots of mountains and beaches.
Yeah, so there are mountains to climb, oceans to swim in, rivers to walk next to. This is Busan.
I love my city, Busan.
Busan! Though that's not Busan in the picture, but never mind. What is there to do in the library?
Read books.
Yes, read books. There are books to read.
There are books to read.
Yeah, so when you go to the library, you read books and you also take out books.
Or there are books to sleep on.
Yeah, that's not the idea, but yes, that's what you can do.
Some people do.
So, yeah, books that you could read in the library. Any ideas, Yoonghee?
What books do you like?
History books. I like books about history.
I like a fantasy book.
Yeah, so you can go there to read books about history.
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Gollum, my precious.
My precious.
Yeah, sorry, we're just talking about books. Let's move on. Let's go a little crazy. Alright, what is there to do at Christmas?
Santa Claus gives me a gift.
Gifts to give. Such as, what do you want for Christmas?
iPad?
Good question. I'll just settle for a Maserati. Yeah, hopeful. Very hopeful, yeah.
I don't know what Maserati is.
Alright, let's move on to things to do. So here we have, write the to infinitive form of the words in the box to match the pictures. So you can see here, to infinitive. So it's to plus the verb.
We notice here the sight, which is noun phrase. So sights to see means the sights we can.
No, the book is wrong here. SITES are places, any place. SIGHTS are famous sites.
Misspelling.
Yeah, wrong word as well. So what is there to do? There are sights to see. So you might say, but sights. Anyway, I'll ignore that. What is there to do?
There are games to play.
Yes. In United Kingdom, we call these fruit machines.
Because it shows fruit.
Yeah, we call them fruit machines.
We call in Korea 777.
Yeah, because they're sevens. Okay, well we could have called them that, but we call them fruit machines. They don't give you any fruit. All right, what is there to do?
Terrible. There is work to do.
Yes, there is
Homework
work to
to
do. What is there to do?
There is food to yum eat.
There is food to eat. Looks like curry. Indian curry.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. What is there to do?
There are mountains to climb.
Yes, very much like Busan. In Busan, there are mountains to climb. What is there to do?
There are books to read. 80 days around the world.
Yes, so as you said, in the library, there are books to read. What is there to do?
There are lots of gifts to open.
To open, and there are gifts to give and then
Sorry,
to open.
I'm being greedy.
Yes.
I want to open all the gifts.
Yes. At Christmas, there are gifts to give, and gifts to get, and receive, and gifts to open. When someone gives you a gift, you should open it and then pretend to be happy. Oh wow! Another
socks.
Socks, more socks. Yes, thank you. Just what I always wanted. So yeah, in England we have Christmas, and at Christmas the tradition is everybody gives everybody presents at Christmas. And every year I would give my father socks.
Ah.
And my mother a bottle of sherry. Sherry is an alcohol drink. Because I had little imagination in buying presents. And then my parents would give me things like a sweater that looked really bad. So you'd take it, you would pretend to be happy. Wow!
Or mittens.
Yeah, mittens are useful. But a sweater, you just take it back and get the money. But yes, in England, you should not give people money as a gift. It's rude to give people money. They want it, but you shouldn't.
But in Korea?
Yeah, you should only give money. Don't give gifts. No one wants a gift.
We want money.
Yes.
Show me the money.
Muddy?
Show me the money.
Ah, okay. What is there to do?
Places to navigate.
To navigate. Yeah, it looks like the photo is to navigate. But yeah, navigate's right. Places to go. There are places to go. Not for a while though, but yes. Places to go in your city and where you live. So you fill in the gaps with the infinitive. Now we're going to look at the dialogue. And then we'll move on to the grammar. A lot of grammar coming. I hope you're ready. Alright, so the dialogue. We have on the left Cecilia and Ariel, Princess Ariel, having a discussion about a computer expo. And on the right we have the grammar, which is going to deal with infinitive, adjective and adverbial phrases. So first, listen to the reading. I will read Cecilia and Yoongi, you read Ariel. Are you going to the computer expo?
Yes. It's going to be fun. There will be a lot of new products to see and designers to meet.
Do you want to go together?
Sure, but I didn't know that you liked computers.
I don't. I'm just going there to find a gift for my dad. He loves gadgets, and Father's Day is next week.
I almost forgot.
Your dad will be happy to get any gift.
Your dad will be too, won't he?
He always says that he is happy. But every year I try really hard, only to fail.
This year will be different.
There you go. Cecilia and Ariel having a conversation about going to a computer expo.
Cecilia is a very good girl.
Yes, she wants to buy her father a gift.
Very good gift.
Mm-hmm.
Gadget. What's gadget? Inspector Gadget.
Yeah. Okay, Inspector Gadgets, yes. Explain, Yoongi.
The cartoon, don't you know Inspector Gadget?
No, I've no idea what you're talking about.
The detective who carries a lot of fancy technological devices in his body. So there is, now I understand, that's why he's called Inspector Gadget.
Shall we move on to the grammar?
Okay, sorry.
That's okay. And the grammar is dealing with two infinitive, adjective, and adverbial phrases. There's going to be a lot of explanation. So first of all, the to infinitive. You notice there's a to. Followed by another word. To see, to meet, to find, to get, to fail. That is a to infinitive.
To plus verb.
Yeah, so it's not the main verb in the sentence. The main verb in this sentence is will be. Alright, and here I'm just going is the main verb. The to infinitive is like extra information in the sentence about something in the sentence. So here you can see a lot of to's again. Right? To see, to meet, to find, to get, to fail.
So these two infinitive phrases can be used as either adjective or adverb.
Yes, adjective or adverb. To add extra information about something in the sentence. To make the sentences longer, not shorter.
So adjective normally modifies nouns, while adverb modifies verb, adjective, or other adverb or full sentence.
Yes. So before we look at the rather endless pit that is grammar, there will be some questions that will pop up in homework about this dialogue. So what I'm going to do is put the questions up for you, and for homework you will have to answer them. So, what will there be to see?
At the Computer Expo, there will be a lot of new products to see, and there will be designers to meet.
Yeah, you notice here, to see. You know, he's already answered the second question. Who will there be to meet?
There will be designers to meet.
What will there be to find?
There will be a gift idea for Cecilia's dad to find.
Who will be happy to get a gift?
There will be Ariel's father
Will be
happy to get any gift.
What? Alright, so this one we'll leave for you to answer. No help from Yonghee or anything. What does Celia try really hard only to fail? So what does she try every year but really hard to do, but she only fails to do? So what does she fail to do every year? Difficult question. You notice we've highlighted the infinitives here because that's the grammar bit here today. So flick over the page and we're going to look at grammar in focus. 2 infinitive, adjectival and adverbial phrases.
So Professor Neil, 2 infinitives, as we briefly talked about earlier, can be used as either adjective, which are adjective phrases that modify noun, or adverbial phrases that modify verb phrase or adjective or other adverb or full sentence as a whole. So there are examples on the right side. So you see the blue square that covers a machine, so many sites, and food, and the first, second, last person, they all can be modified by 2 infinitive underlined in green.
Very good, Yonghee, yeah.
And so these 2 infinitives locate behind after these nouns. They give extra information
about the noun.
Okay.
About the noun phrase. Right? Because this is also a phrase. A machine, so many sites, the first, second, last person is also a phrase.
Expressions that contains more than one word is phrases, right? And second one, which is a bit dark red square, verb, adjective, adverb. These are all can be modified by 2 infinitive phrases as well. Like examples on the right, you see the red verb, arrived, came, adjusted, leave, will not survive. All these things itself completed in meaning, but those 2 infinitive underlined green, right? These are just giving extra meaning.
Extra meaning, yes, extra meaning to the sentence in relation to the verb.
And then the next one, which is a yellow square, is it yellow? Sorry, excited, they are all adjective. So they are also can be modified by to infinitive as underlined in a green bright color.
Yeah, and so let's be clear, these ones are all considered adverbial phrases, whereas the ones at the top modifying the noun are considered adjectival phrases, acting like adjectives.
That modifying noun.
These are adjectives too, and these are adjectives too. And the last ones?
And then finally, too far, well enough. These are adverbs, but the adverbs can be also modified, get extra information with to infinitive phrases.
Yeah, so you've got adverbs modifying adverbs that are modifying the verb.
So we've gone too far to turn back around. This is too difficult to study.
Yeah, we've gone too far now with the grammar. So let's just go through a few more of these in detail. So first the noun, and as I mentioned before, machine is a noun, right? But because it's got an there, that makes it, and sites is a noun, but it's got many. So these make these noun phrases. That whole thing there is a noun phrase. And so to test is your infinitive, to see is your infinitive about the whole noun phrase. So don't get confused here, please. Alright? The main point of this is showing that this section, the adverbial phrase, is about the noun phrase. The adverbial phrase connects to the noun phrase. And then, as Yonghee mentioned, we then split them into verbs, adjectives, adverbs for adverbial phrases. But we just want to be clear here that arrived is the verb phrase. Okay? And live here is a verb phrase. They are also phrases. In English, there are 5 types of phrases: noun phrase, verb phrase, adjective phrase, okay, the adjective phrase, and also the adverb phrase. So there's noun phrases, verb phrases, there are adjective phrase, adverb phrase, and one more phrase, preposition phrases, which are not mentioned here, right? Because prepositions are not used here in this form, in these examples.
Because we are dealing with the two infinitives.
Two infinitives. So let's just read through them. So we've got the noun one. This is a machine to test blood pressure. So to test blood pressure is about the machine. There are so many sights to see. So sights to see. And foods to taste. He will be the first person to speak. So to speak is about the person. And then the verb, we've got I arrived early to catch the first train. I came here to say goodbye. To read the letter, the man adjusted his glasses. So he's adjusting his glasses, he's moving his glasses like up and down. You could also say, the man adjusted his glasses to read the letter. So you notice here, this one is at the beginning of the sentence. It could also be at the end of the sentence. You could also say, to catch the first train, I arrived early. To say goodbye, I came here. So they could change them. The difference here with these ones is the adverbial phrase has to come at the end of the sentence. They cannot move to the front. These ones can move around. These ones cannot. So few people live to be 100. You cannot say to be 100, few people live. It would change the meaning completely. He will not survive to see the victory. To see the victory, he will not survive. It just won't work. We are sorry to say that your name is not on the list. This one's, if you go to a nightclub, the nightclub people say, we're sorry to see you, to say that your name is not on the list, you cannot come in. Right, that's the point of that one. The list is the nightclub list. But yes, again, this one, you cannot move the adverbial around. Now, you cannot say to say that your name is not on the list, we are sorry. It doesn't work. So only these ones can they move around. She's excited to announce the contest winners. Again, so that's about excited. And we've gone too far to turn back around. So too far means we've overdone it. We've overdone it. And they played well enough to win. So anyway, that's well enough to understand it all. And that is the end of the first part. We'll look at speaking 1 in the second part. Alright, so for now, we'll stop there. Yeah, that's the end of English 3, end of part 1. Thank you for joining us. This has been me, Professor Neil, and my TA, Yonghee. Bye.
Bye.
See you in part 2.